And former Air Force intelligence officer Denver Riggleman, and a good friend to us. So, Denver, let's get into this, because assuming the TikTok ban takes effect, was this the right call by Congress and the court? I mean, how significant of a national security concern is China's ownership of this app?
Oh, my goodness. Well, first of all, absolutely, you had a unanimous decision by the Supreme Court. But I want to say something very quick, Alex, is TikTok complaining like this is that's very rich, based on their bans of social media platforms in China. That's the first thing. This really is more of a trade war than a First Amendment war, a speech war. What else you have, too, is when you're looking at this 90-day extension that's possibly going to happen based on Donald Trump and what he said today, that's actually to allow the friends closest to him. I would say, Alex, the top people who actually gave to his inauguration fund to see if they can actually get enough funds together, enough people together to buy TikTok. I think the third thing, too, when you're looking at this, TikTok has been incredibly successful in content creation, incredibly successful in monetizing the type of content, right? Incredibly successful proliferating across the entire U.S. ecosystem. But it's also been incredibly successful at data mining, enhancing criminal activities, even to the point, of things that happen with children and things like that. So you also have a very awful disinformation network that actually also lies inside of TikTok. So for me, as somebody who is in information ops, but the data mining operation and the criminal activities, I think that's something we really need to look at. But I had a little bit of a different take. I thought we should keep TikTok, actually put much stronger data policies around TikTok, but also identify those bad actors and actually use it against them. So I have a little bit of a different take on it maybe than other people. I look at TikTok as a collection platform for anti-criminal activities also, rather than just content creation. So this is a huge thing. If TikTok does go away, it's really no skin off my back. But as far as content creators and things like that, I think it is pretty awful, that people that are monetizing in a good way don't have access to that network.
I do appreciate, though, your very big picture perspective and sharing that with us. Let me move to the Wall Street Journal, which reports some Republican senators have reservations about the qualifications of Trump's pick for Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. In meetings, the former congresswoman reportedly couldn't clearly articulate the director's role and was confused about a key national security surveillance power. Add that to concerns around her history of promoting Kremlin propaganda and meeting with then Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in 2017. Even so, only one GOP senator has publicly expressed concerns about Gabbard. So, Denver, what are your thoughts on her qualifications? And do you think Republican senators will defy pressure from Trump and vote against her?
Well, they should defy pressure from Trump, because I'm telling you right now that Tulsi Gabbard is completely unfit to be in any position in the United States government at that level. And I think the word reservations actually equals holy crap. I mean, that's actually what people are thinking about when you look at her past meeting with Assad, when she didn't even really know what FISA did. I mean, this is somebody who's wholly unqualified. And you look at her past, I know it pretty well. I think it's somebody who shouldn't even be there. I think actually her name should be withdrawn. As far as Republican senators, they're going to do what Trump tells them to do. I think it's just a lack of courage and conviction on what's right for the American people, because in any position, looking at intelligence data should frighten any real professional, any real American, any real civil servant, any real elected member of Congress should look at Tulsi Gabbard and say she's just totally and wholly unfit and unable to actually either withstand the intellectual pressures of the job. So that's where I think we're at with Tulsi Gabbard.
So then you think that you think she's going to get confirmed then if no Republican senators push back?
Yeah, I do. And I think that would be probably the worst confirmation we've seen in the history of that position.
Yeah, I can see you're clear on that. Let me ask you quickly, I want to get a question about Jack Smith, because this week the former special counsel, released his report detailing Trump's election subversion case. And among the notable takeaways, Smith is confident he had the evidence to convict Trump had that case gone to trial. And Trump knew his allegations of voter fraud in the election were false. And Trump should be charged despite the Supreme Court's presidential immunity ruling. Did that report deliver what you expected?
On the legal side, it did, but on actual command and control infrastructure, it didn't. I think it was woefully lacking on the military ops portion of it. When we talk about the legal, political, and the operational or military aspect of what happened on January 6th, all the communications were missed. We had 500 call detail records, 35 million lines of data, What about the White House phone calls with rally planners? What about the Oath Keepers texting people like Andrew Giuliani? Where is that in there? There was a smoking gun in there if we followed the comms. And I don't think anybody looked at the White House numbers. I don't think anybody looked at Roger Stone and how connected he was throughout the entire network, or even people like Bianca Garcia. Why did she have phone numbers? So those are the type of things I think it actually missed the mark on the command and control infrastructure portion of this.
Okay. I always appreciate chatting with you about many things, Denver Riggleman, so I'll do it again soon. Thank you.